What's up, YouTube? Bush. So, more progress on the 65. The door I was showing in the last video I made, the passenger door, is right here in my shop, or my apartment. It's pretty mangled. It's pretty messed up. So what I did is I went to Chevy Man and I got me another passenger door from the junkyard. This is when I got this door, the window was busted out of it. So, and also I noticed that the track and the regulator was all just, it was nasty. I don't know if it would have worked. I took it out, got it right here. I'll probably sell it along with that corner window. But anyways, long story short, I gutted my original passenger door that was just beyond the point of repair. In my opinion, more than I want to mess with. I got this. I know a lot of you are like, really? Why didn't you just fix what you had? Well, rust doesn't scare me. The amount of rust I've seen since I started this 65 doesn't scare me. So I've got the glass in. I snatched the nasty window tint that was on it off. Got it in the door. Got the regulator from my door in it. And all is working well. I siliconed everything, oiled everything real nicely. So I'm going to work on killing. Well, I've already killed all this rust with phosphoric acid. I'm going to grind it down until I start seeing shiny metal. And then phospho it again, and I will fiberglass cloth and resin jelly the bottom of it like I did my two passenger and driver rear doors. And just real quick, YouTube, I wanted to show you, man, I've got to do a shout out to Danny Howell over at Southeast Chevy Parts. That's Chevy Man. That's who I keep talking about. So I went up there and I told him what's going on. I stay in pretty good contact with him. I told him that I had a grill. Sorry, I got toys talking. I have a grill, but I don't have the eyebrows and I don't have the emblem. So he took me out back and he was starting to pick eyebrows off of a grill to give me, and the emblem's $60 online and yada yada. So while he was digging through them, I said, "Hey man, how much you want for this whole grill? It's got the eyebrows on it. It's got the emblem. You know, why not just buy the whole thing off you?" So I have to repaint the black. Not a big deal. I did that on the last one, and the last one's missing everything. So I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna paint it up. It'll look brand new. I got it for $60. Southeast Chevy Parts. This man had probably 30 of these that I seen. 30 of these in a stack. They're $300 a piece online. He let it go for $60. He is very, very fair with his prices. Also, I want to show you, this is my fender. This is my passenger side fender. This fender was completely beyond repair, in my opinion. Right here, you can see it's not perfect. All this is fake. All this is body filler. It's crushed and dented in, and the metal is actually ripped right here. So I welded a whole new lip on, welded a little black backing plate behind the rip, and built that up with weld, grinded it down. Did the best I could. I really didn't want to buy another fender. The rust hole that was in the side, patched metal into it, put some filler on it. The emblem, I completely deleted. Same thing. I did that on my driver's side fender too. This whole front corner was smashed. I don't know if you can tell, it's not exactly perfect, but it's pretty close. I think I got to work that body line just a little bit more. But all this was crushed in. I mean, even this is all false. I feel like I did pretty good on it, considering that's all crushed in and ripped. I mean, this car had been in an accident for sure. So that's what I got so far. That leaves me with a front seat, carpet, and getting the windows taken out and repairing the channels. The rear and front windshield. So that is all I have left to do. I should have this wrapped up today probably. I will sand all the rest of this down to metal and paint it, prime it. But as far as this, man, you guys look at this shit and you're like, oh no, trash. Not really, not necessarily. Almost all the doors on my car looked like this when I got them from the junkyard, I should say. Now you can't even tell that I worked on them. You can't tell that they weren't factory. I form it with... Now, you guys could look at this and say he's completely wrong. He doesn't know what he's doing. In my opinion, you're probably right. But I'm not made of money. So this is how I handle the situation. I hate Bondo, the brand Bondo. But they are the cheapest one with the fiberglass. And it seems fiberglass is fucking fiberglass. I don't care how you want to slice the pie. It's fucking fiberglass filler. Period. So it's like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that. And then the cloth. So I'll cut out what I do every time. It's like a routine now on these doors. I cut strips, line them up along here, and then I throw them up here. I get them out of my way. I make my resin jelly. And I can form this in here within an hour or two. I do kill all of the rust. This looks a little dingy right now, but it is black. It's been sitting on there all night. This is phosphoric acid. Ospo by Skyco. I do follow all the steps. I do. A lot of people would cut this right out and weld metal in there. I don't want to mess up the flushness of my door. Because if I get this wrong, see that? That's moving. If I don't get this fucking right, my door is not going to be flush on the bottom. So I want to keep it as close to the original orientation as I can. See, so I want to keep some of that nasty metal in there. I'll just grind it and get it as clean as I can. I thought about cutting the bottom of this door off and welding it on there. But man, you know what? I don't want to ruin my door trying something I haven't tried before. I don't know. I think it would just... my welder would eat right through that. It's just a flux core welder. It's not even anything crazy. But it would eat right through that. As soon as I touch that rust, it would just blow through. I feel like. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't want to attempt it. Well, there you go, YouTube. So, out.